3 quick rounds remain in the 2025 December competition. Folks, ladies, and gentle cars, my name is Farkle8000, and I'm the man who's going to show you these quick 3 rounds. Rounds 3, 4, and 5. We've got 17 competitors to go. They're on your screen now. 1 from each of these 5 races will advance to the Fast 5. Only 2 of them will advance to the top 2. And of course, only 1 of them can be crowned the winner of this competition. I don't know who it's going to be. There's some very strong competitors. You gotta look at Salty. That last race as well with 4-track Stingray and Mach is looking very, very interesting to me as well. But it could come from anyone and anywhere. So I'm gonna stop talking because we've really got no storylines to look at. I mean, Carrera is the most involved in the top 10 in this point, but all she's got to do is keep it clean, and she's going to be probably vaulting inside the top 10. And Mach is looking for Rookie of the Year and the points lead, but none of his competitors have really made it this far. So that's really the only storylines to look at, and so we're looking at my favorite storyline instead. Who is going to win this competition? So officially I'm going to stop talking so we can get racing in the final rounds of the 2025 December competition. We begin round number 3 from right to left with Sierra, Metrotech, Worldwide, and 68. And it looks to be a relatively even start. A little wobble there through the transition. They're all clean though. Metrotech's falling back. They're 3 wide now. Worldwide wobbles, but he takes the win. And Worldwide will be the first competitor into the Fast 5. A really, really clean race right there. Only wobbles through that transition. 68 pulls into second place. A very strong round 1 and round 2 for 68. Unfortunately, just got beat out by Worldwide right here. Metrotech as well. A strong competition, just fell back. Sierra, an incredible competition by her and Tab. Tab unfortunately eliminated in round 2, but Sierra takes 3rd place in this race. It's Worldwide advancing to round 4. Next up, we've got X8, Dragon, Rookie, Blocker, and Fishy. And it's Blocker with a slight lead. They'll quickly get swallowed up. A big bounce, and Dragon's on his roof. It's an easy win for X8, though Blocker keeps it close across the line. Fishy will come home in 3rd, but Dragon is going to DNF on his side. That is a devastating result for a competitor who finished 3rd or 4th in the May competition earlier this season. Unfortunately flipped coming through that transition. Ultimately did not stand a chance. Your early leader finishes runner-up. Blocker could hold it through that transition, but with Dragon flipping next to him, I believe that had something to do with the rookie slowing down. X8 claims the victory. Next up, we've got Howler, Rookie, Salty, and Horseplay. And it looks to be a relatively even start now. Salty pulling ahead, a bounce for everyone, but Salty keeps it clean. He's driving away. Howler and Horseplay fight. I think it's Howler for that position. Howler does claim 2nd place. I just stopped talking about Salty because he was too damn far ahead. He was far, far ahead. Even coming through that transition again, I said it was an even start, but Salty, the moment I said that, just pulled away to a car length lead before the transition, and then he just extended it. He was the only one who kept it clean through that transition. Salty picks up an easy victory and advances himself to round 4 in the Fast 5. Next up, we've got Carrera 3 and Dual Fueler. And it looks to be a Carrera slight lead, now bouncing on top of 3. And now Carrera's off the track as Dual Fueler takes the win. 3 in second. Carrera is gonna stall out and DNF mid-track. Oh my goodness, an incredible run for Carrera, gets swallowed up and spit out in a disgusting shame with a DNF right here. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Carrera just needed to keep it clean. I said it at the top of the show. Carrera needed to keep it clean. But she does not. She does everything but keep it clean. She DNFs, will finish last. What's the cut line gonna look like? Because Carrera DNFs, Elliott, Polar, Splitter, Diablo didn't advance, and Virtual DNF'd. So I assume it's Virtual on the cut line. But the gap is going to be interesting for sure. And maybe even nothing changes. I think Carrera really just helped save Virtual's season. I think Virtual was in a lot of trouble if Carrera finished this race. I said there is no storylines coming into this competition, or coming into this round, but now that has just changed massively, as I've spent the last 2 minutes talking about Carrera's DNF, devastating DNF right here, and how it affects the points. Dual Fueler takes the win. Final race of round number 3, and the final race to determine the top 5. It's an all-rookie race containing 4 tracks. Stingray and Mach. And it looks to be a relatively even start coming through the transition. Mach now sideways on the side of the track. It's a fight for the finish line. Stingray wins. Can Mach pedal it to the line? He can. Mach will give everyone watching a heart attack and be able to skateboard it to the line. But what is he doing? That was dangerous. I just spent the last 2 minutes talking about how devastating Carrera's DNF was, and that's for a top 10 position. Mach is looking not only for Rookie of the Year, but possibly a championship, and he almost just threw that away. What is going on? The top 3 have made some major mistakes. Of course, Demon rolled on his side, just barely finished. Mach right here, skateboarded, just barely finished. Roadster really the cleanest, and they just didn't carry speed through the transition the last round. So that's, oh my goodness, Mach, what are you doing? I need to move on here, because I'm gonna keep ranting for the next 25 minutes if we don't. So, Stingray right here gets the win ahead of 4 tracks. Mach nearly takes himself out of it. And here is your Fast 5. You've seen every race from them, from round 1, and of course rounds 2 and 3. It's now time for round 4. And if you've been watching the whole season, then you know that this is when I make my pick on who advances. I think I have my choice, but this is going to be tough. So I'll be back in just 1 second to give to you my picks on who advances to the top 2. Alright, I've given it some more thought, and I think I have my picks. So let's move into the one I actually didn't have to think much about. Race 1, I'm picking Salty. He's a 2-time winner this season. Everyone else in this race combines for a total of a goose egg in the wins column. He has been lights out fast in this competition, especially the last 2 rounds, with a car length lead even before the transition. So I think Salty is going to win race 1. Race 2 is where I hesitate. My heart tells me to pick Dual Fueler. In fact, I think Dual Fueler has been better than Stingray the last several competitions, really since Race and Land. Stingray has noticeably fallen off in pace. She was up there. She was the points leader to start the year. She was up there, top 3, top 4 in points. She has fallen to 5th through 7th the last few competitions. And so my first thought in my heart picks Dual Fueler. I really want Dual Fueler to win a competition, but the problem with me picking Dual Fueler here is that, yes, Dual Fueler has been better recently, but Stingray has been better the whole season. And so I think with that logic, looking at the points, seeing Stingray in 6th place, seeing Dual Fueler in 26th place, I have to pick Stingray. I want to pick Dual Fueler so badly, but I just think that Stingray is going to take it out instead. I think this is going to be a very competitive race. I want to pick Dual Fueler so bad, but I think it's going to be Stingray instead. So there we go. There are my picks. One, I'm very confident about. The other one, it's 0% in the confidentiality. Is that even the right way to use that word? Whatever. One pick I'm confident about. The other one, there's no confidence in. So, I don't know. Luckily, we don't have to wait too long to see if my picks are correct or not. In just 1 second, we'll be back to give to you your races for round 4 and to find out who competes in the top 2 in this competition. The competitors competing in race 1 of round 4 of this competition are now lined up at the start line and prepped and ready to go. We've got Worldwide, X8, and Rookie Salty, who is the first competitor to advance to the top 2. And it's Salty, another lead through the transition. Now he wobbles in the air. He's on the side of the track. It's X8 sneaking by. Same with Worldwide. X8 takes the win. Salty bounces off his finish piece and is going to DNF. Salty on the side of the track is going to DNF. What? What? Oh my gosh. He's so close. And yet, so far, Salty will DNF. It looked like X-Racer took the win. He did. X-Racer has never won before. We're going to have a first-time winner in this competition. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Salty. My pick, I thought he was winning that easily. But he makes a mistake. The same reason he was in this position in the first place. Unbelievable. I don't think I could have put it better myself. Live me. Unbelievable. Salty claims his first DNF of 2025 and a series of mistakes and the Halloween competition that I thought was cleaned up. I mean, he begun to fall behind in October and then November. I thought he had finally cleaned it up. In fact, his mistakes never really crossed my mind throughout this competition. But one mistake in a very important round sends Salty to last place in a DNF. X8 claims the win. And we're going to have a first-time winner in this competition. Can it be? No. No, don't get your hopes up. Oh my goodness. No, don't get your hopes up. Do not get your hopes up. X8 advances to round 5. One unbelievable race in the books. X8 is now in the top 2. Who joins him? Will it be the rookie of Stingray or the veteran of Dual Fueler? And it looks to be a relatively even start, wobbling just slightly through the transition. They're still even coming down the stretch. It's a photo finish across the line, but I think it was Stingray getting the win. And there is your top 2. 2 competitors fighting for their first career win. One is a veteran, one is a rookie. Incredible. I really hoped it was going to be Dual Fueler winning that race, especially after seeing Salty DNF right there. But now we've got a top 2. Either one of these competitors could win this competition. Take your pick now. And we'll be back in just 1 second to introduce to you your top 2, to tell you how they can win a competition, and then ultimately to crown a winner of the December competition. The top 2 of the 2025 December competition have been discovered. They have raced 271 competitors. They have navigated through approximately 70 DNFs, and now, folks, ladies, and gentle cars, I hope you're ready to meet your top 2, because I'm ready to introduce them. Starting in lane number 1, we've got the veteran of X8. X8 has never won a competition before. His crowning achievement is winning the 6-spot qualifier in 2022 and finishing 6th in the overall standings that year. He's never won a competition this year, though been racing since 2020. 2020 is the year the sister track of this track was used. Can he finally break through to claim his first career win? He sits 61st in points. But X8 is going up against another competitor, also looking for their first career win. They're a rookie this year and sits 6th in points. I'm talking Stingray. Stingray is a rookie this year. Her crowning achievement, I don't know, there's been a lot that Stingray has done this year, but nothing has been a career when looking for her first. She's been strong all year, has been visually struggling since race and land. Can Stingray prove the doubters wrong and get her first career win in this competition? Now, as competitors begin to make their way towards the start line, let me tell you how one of these competitors win their first career competition. Drivers will line up in their respective lanes 1 and 4, and race down the track. They'll swap lanes and then race again. A competition is over when a competitor scores 2 wins in a row. We will keep going until a race 8, and then a race 9 is a one and done, whether that competitor scores their second in a row or not. It is worth noting that a regular competition has never gone to a race 9, and every competition except for the most recent, from Racin' Land to October, have gone longer than their original allotted races. Racin' Land went to a race 5, longer than their original 4, and every other competition has gone 3 or more races since. Except for the November competition, which Elliott claimed his second competition in a row after just 2 races. And so either one is doable right here. We could go 2 and done, or we could go 3 and longer. Buckle up. This is going to be a crazy run to the finish line. Your top 2 are lined up at the start line, prepped and ready to go. We've got X8 in lane 1, Stingray in lane 4, Veteran v Rookie going for their first career win, who takes the advantage after race 1. And it looks to be a relatively even start, wobbling before the transition, now wobbling during it, and coming down to the finish line. Stingray will take race 1. The Rookie will take the advantage after race 1. X8 needs to make something special happen in race 2 if he wants this to go longer than 2 races. Drivers are lined up back up at the start line, prepped and ready to go. We've got Stingray in lane 1, X8 now in lane 4. Stingray won race 1. She has the advantage. X8 needs to make something special happen right here and conjure up some magic if he doesn't want this to end at a race 2. And it looks to be another relatively even start, a slight wobble for Stingray through the transition. X8 trying to keep Stingray honest, but across the line, Stingray will take race 2. And Stingray is going to win a competition in her rookie season. First career win, Stingray wins December. Finally. Go back all the way to the very first competition on the season. I picked Stingray to win that competition. It took 12 months, technically 13 months if you really want to think about that, but it took technically 12 months for Stingray to finally seal the deal. She is gaining a lot of points on that cut line now. Screw that. She's locked in. Stingray doesn't have to worry about points anymore. Was plus 205 above the cut line. Wash your hands of that now. No more points conversations for Stingray. She is now a winner in 2025 and is locked in to the 2026 All-Star New Year's Tournament. An incredible drive for the rookie. Finally, Stingray takes the win. I do not want to gloss over X8 whatsoever. Had a really, really good competition right here. Took advantage of mistakes is exactly what you've got to do, in X8 did that perfectly. Used a combination of strategy and skill to get here. Unfortunately, just does not have enough speed right here. Though second place is nothing to hang your head on. 62nd in points for X8 is going to start to move his way up the standings with this runner-up. Speaking of the standings, we do have to take a look at the full season point standings. Here is your top 25. Oh my goodness, look at that points lead. The points lead 101 coming into this competition. For Demon, a round 1 elimination, a damn near DNF, takes it from 101 to 28. And Mock as well, beating out Roadster in round 2 and making it all the way to round number 3, takes that 23 points and shrinks it to just 1. So it is 29 points separating the top 3. That is unbelievable. We're still talking championship going into the last competition of the season. It could change hands. So take a long, good look at that top 3, because their order after the last competition on the season could be drastically different. I also want to touch on Comic as well. A round 1 elimination right here takes him down to 6th place. Devastating right there for Comic. I think without that DNF, he would be your point stealer. I mean, it would have been 4 points coming into this competition. A round 1 elimination would have still hurt. It still would have sucked for Comic, but a DNF right there just kind of heightens it. And now he falls to 6th in the points. And he is the last one properly confirmed, locked in. You take a look right here. Notice how it's the top 14 instead of the top 15. We took a look at the numbers. Blitz on back. If Splitter gets eliminated round number 1 and Blitz on back wins the competition, they will still fall short of the top 10. And so we have taken them off the list. Of course, a win would still put you into the All-Star New Year's Tournament for 2026. So everyone from 15th on back is going to be going for broke in the next competition. Splitter sits on the cut line at plus 51 virtual, takes his comfortable number and cuts it in half. He really swapped places with Elliot. Elliot now plus 107 virtual, plus 55. Carrera was minus 7 with that DNF, now minus 71. So a relatively big cut line going into the last competition of the season, but nothing to be comfortable about. I think Diablo and possibly Elliot are the only two who are truly comfortable in the top 10. I believe they are confirmed top 10. But they're on this list anyways because, I don't know, something might be able to happen that can knock them out. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think we did the math for that. I think truly we're looking at 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th in points. Those 4 competitors, Shifter and Dual Fueler, are mathematically still in it to get into the top 10 with a win in the next competition, and Splitter not advancing to round 2, but they are very, very long shots. And that does it. That's the end of the December competition. We've got one competition remaining on the 2025 Die-Cast Competition Series schedule. Rookie of the Year and the Championship, both in a limbo. I'm thinking of releasing a video between this competition and the Christmas competition just to see, just to give you my thoughts on who I think will take it. And that officially will do it. I really hope you enjoyed this competition. If you saw the top 5 being the top 5 that they actually ended up being, let me know in the comments below. Any surprises as well. I'm willing to bet you that no one had Stingray winning this competition. Stingray, congratulations again for claiming your first career win in the Die-Cast Competition Series in the December competition. Until next time, until the last competition on the schedule of the 2025 season, my name is Farkle 8000, and we'll see you later.